How's it going, everyone? I'm Chase Lee, reporting for DallasMoviescreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be WTF, and its acronym is World Thumb Wrestling Federation. Now, this was kind of a surprise. Someone on the kind of promotional team of the film messaged me through a private message. I slid into that DM, and they said, "Would you like to review this film?" I had no idea what it was about, and I was like, sure, why not? I like to dive into stuff I don't know. That's probably why all my relationships are bad, but that's besides the point. I got sent this movie through a screener, and I watched it, and I gotta tell you, it's okay. Now, I wasn't expecting much. Like, within the first 5 minutes, I actually was very worried for it. I got annoyed pretty quickly, but I found myself to have a few more chuckles than I thought towards the end of the movie. So let's get real and break this down. Now, if you guys don't know what this movie's about, it is a mockumentary of a documentary crew following some thumb wrestling kind of champions or whatever, and kind of leading up to the big event in thumb wrestling. And it's a spoof for sure. It kind of reminded me of basically taking the segment in Dodgeball and extending that into an hour-and-a-half movie. Now, there is some kind of bumper in the front to kind of establish characters and, you know, just how they interact with each other and whatnot, and then we get to the main event, and it actually takes up like a good hour of the movie, and that's where most of the comedy comes through. Listen, I love mockumentaries. I love satire. I love anything that has to do with comedy. I think it's one of the best genres when it can hit it out of the park, but it's absolutely one of the worst genres when it doesn't. This one kind of runs in the middle for me. Just point blank, I'm going to say it's funny some of the time. It's not funny like all the time, like ha 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 or whatever. Like, I realize that they're trying, and they kind of have all this improv edge to it, and I really enjoy that. Sometimes improv works very well into its favor. Sometimes it can, you know, kind of burn into the ground. Like I said, this kind of runs in the middle for me. All the characters are likable enough, and all the characters have some type of personality to them, to where these jokes aren't just like flying off and like feeling like complete misses. Like, I realize the joke is there, but it's just not registering with me. But then some of them caught me off guard, and that has to do with the performances and the editing of this movie. Because when you can edit and you can perform a certain comedy in a certain way, and you can cut it in the right way, it can seem like the funniest thing in the world, but you cut that thing in the wrong way, it seems like the worst joke ever put on film. So, like I said, very mixed bag, but I adore the creativity in this mockumentary for sure. I love the fact that it's kind of like out there and outrageous thumb wrestling. I thought that was kind of creative. I love all the names and all the kind of wrestling personalities that these people had. Once again, kind of remind me of just like an extended version of the Dodgeball section in Dodgeball. So that was really fun to watch, and that's where most of the comedy came from, like I said. Yeah, I would still recommend it, because you might find it a lot more funnier than I did. But as just kind of like an entertaining hour and a half, it was entertaining to watch for sure. Made me laugh about 50% of the time. The performances are pretty spot on. I think everyone does give it their all in terms of the comedy and their personalities and their characters. And then, of course, the way some of the jokes are edited are just so well done. And it's definitely not a sloppily put together film, because like I said, it is entertaining from start to finish, even though the humor doesn't hit with me all the time. So have you guys seen WTF, World Thumb Wrestling Federation, or have you even heard of it? Comment in the place where on my face and let me know. And as always, guys, I'm Chase Lee, reporting for DallasMoviescreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.